In this episode, Food Distribution Center South County Community Services faces higher demands for food. Veterans and families gather at the San Benito County Veterans Day Parade to honor those who served. A veteran encourages other veterans to seek out benefits. And finally, a local surgeon talks about his love for flying, pursuing his dream of becoming a pilot. You are watching CMAP TV. Volunteers for South County Community Services work tirelessly to put together boxes of food and hand them out to families and individuals in need. They are out every Tuesday and Thursday from 8 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. or until resources run out on Church Street in Gilroy. The organization comes from a merger between St. Joseph's Family Center and South County Compassion Center. David Cox, consultant for the organization, previously executive director of 25 years, said that they strongly believe that food is a cornerstone to health and that it's not an entitlement, it's a right.
For a lot of the families that we serve, especially here in Gilroy and in South County, there are a lot of families who are considered low income, very low income, or extremely low income. And these types of support are critical to their overall health and well-being.
More recently, he noticed a bigger need for food and is hoping they can continue to meet those demands to the best of their ability.
Inflation, rising rents, disparity of wealth, cuts to the food stamp program, those types of things are all combined to drive up the need. And we're seeing needs right now that we haven't seen since the start of the pandemic.
This organization is not the only one who has seen an impact. Many others across the nation have also expressed their concerns. Eric Cooper, president and CEO of San Antonio Food Bank, shared with PBS NewsHour that it has been a rough 2025 and that there's been a reduction in the amount of food they've received. South County Community Services is trying to do stronger advocacy work, talking to city and county leaders, and raising more funds, but Cox said it's difficult. Community members can help through monetary contributions or through volunteering. You can learn more on their website at scommunityservices.org. Next up, the San Benito County Veterans Day Parade took place on November 11th in downtown Hollister to honor those who served the country. The day started with the Veterans Appreciation Ceremony and banner presentations, followed by a barbecue lunch at noon, during which veterans ate for free, and the parade began around 1:30 p.m. Cub Scouts, a number of classic cars, the Rancho Maze Band and Color Guard, Hollister Police and Fire were among the many participants. President of the League of United Latin American Citizens Council 2890, Irma Gonzalez, said that veterans are near and dear to her, having a brother-in-law who enlisted in the U.S. Army at 18 years old and was killed soon after.
I understand the sacrifices that the families made, the hard work that they go through, and also the pride in having a family member who has served and has come back and proudly worn the uniform. Veterans, I think, are the backbone to any community. They do so much behind the scenes that you're not aware of, and for that, we should thank them and honor a veteran.
Serving for a total of 5 years as part of the Marine Corps, Gonzalez's son-in-law, Fred Mancebo, said he's grateful when the community comes out to support.
It means a lot because a lot of times we come home and we're forgotten. Nobody gives a second thought to, we went out there, we put our name on a line and said we're willing to sacrifice it all for this, for our freedom, for everything that we do.
Maria Spandry, Air Force veteran and the building manager for Hollister Veterans Memorial Building, said it's hard to be honored in any way because it's not something she expects, although it is appreciated. Spandry also encourages her fellow veterans to go to the Veterans Service Office in Hollister to discuss benefits.
For the longest time, my family, we never sought out benefits, and the reason why we didn't is we always thought that it wasn't fair for us to use the benefits because we would be taking away from somebody else. But it's important because if we don't use them, we lose them.
Among other benefits, Spandry said her daughter got her bachelor's degree after receiving college tuition assistance and that it was huge for her family. For more information on veteran benefits, contact the Veterans Service Office at 831-637-4846 and located at 649 San Benito Street in Hollister, California. A local surgeon with a love for flying, Joe McMurray is a co-founder and co-organizer of the food truck Fly-In at the San Martin Airport. He said it's an event showcasing the resources at the airport and helping foster a career in aviation for young kids. When McMurray was little, he recalls watching the Blue Angels take off and land from the edge of an airfield in Pensacola, Florida, wanting to be like them.
So as a little boy, I used to ride my bike over to the airfield. This is back then when you can do stuff like that. Have my peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and I used to just watch them fly. Just watch them fly. And this was the old F-4 Phantom jets, big and loud and noisy. I used to sit there on the edge of the field and just watch them take off, watch them take off, watch them land, watch them take off.
When high school came around, McMurray said there was a career day where they had a mock-up of a fighter, but he wasn't able to fit. His shoulders were too big and his legs wouldn't get past the firewall.
The officer, or the person that was there, he just flat out said, "You're just too tall, and besides, you have glasses on." And of course, I was felt a little dejected.
He went on to become an oral and maxillofacial surgeon, but he said he never forgot his love for flying. Around the early 2000s, driving home to Gilroy, passing the San Martin airport, McMurray said he looked over to his wife and told her he was going to learn how to fly. The following day, he went over to Gavilan College and signed up for ground school, taking classes soon after, he said.
From that point on, loved it ever since. And that's my hobby, is flying. And some people look at it as a career. It's not my career, it's my hobby, it's my passion. Some doctors like to play golf, some like to hike. I like to fly, and in particular, I love to fly aerobatics.
Now McMurray has been flying planes for around 25 years. That is all for now. Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned for more information.